Hello, welcome to Simon Says Artwork. Now normally I have this computer turned off here, which is currently not turned off, as you can see from this cursor. And I also usually turn off my fish tank over there. So if you hear a little bit of buzzing in the background, I apologise for that. I normally try to make sure that's not happening. But I've not turned it off because I use that as a light. And that is the light for the desk here. So when I get my little black book with all the sketches in and put it down on the desk, it's the monitor that lights the book for the video. So my plan for today is to, this is the last time I'm drawing with only my left hand for these daily drawings anyway. I'll be drawing with my left hand again, but not as part of a challenge. So I've decided to do a combination of this opposable figure, and I'm going to stick on top this skull head because I think that's kind of a interesting combination. But what I need to do to make sure it doesn't fall off, this is what I was looking for. This is like blue tack, just some stretchable, detachable stuff. I'm going to pop it on top of this head like that. And hopefully it will mean that when I stick the skull on, it will stay on. It looks like that's going to be the case. So that's quite good. So I think that is going to be my final subject. Is this guy. Kind of cool. Do you reckon I should position the legs differently? I quite like them crossed like that. I think that's quite interesting. The arms, one behind and one in front. Maybe I should do going over here, gentlemen. I don't know. Okay, that's what I was hoping to avoid. Whoops. This skull could break easily. It's not the most expensive skull. Okay, I broke the skull. Well, here we are, number 30. So the last left-handed only drawing that I'm going to do as a daily drawing as part of the Inktober challenge. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a drawing with both hands at the same time. It will be in this little sketchbook. I'm probably going to spend a lot more time on it, and I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to change the channel a little bit for the better. Oh man, looking at that stage of the skull, it looks so much better early on. I make such a mess of this skull. But whatever, it's, you know, it started falling apart. It was really tricky, and then trying to do the outline made it kind of a fat, rounded ball that it isn't. And it's tricky to hatch with my left hand. But there we are, that's just what happens. And then I started to elongate the skull to try and make it bigger, to make it look more skull-shaped. It was tricky. I really did wrestle my way through this one. But whatever, it's what you've got to do sometimes. And as I said, I'm going to try and change up the channel a little bit. It's not going to be significant enough where if I didn't mention it, you probably wouldn't notice. It's just that I'm going to add a little bit more of a vlog element to the channel. And I'm going to try to add a couple of things that I've been meaning to do for a while. Things which are going to be fun and art-based, definitely, but a little bit more lifestyle injection into it as well. Not to be trendy or cool or anything, but just to try and give a little bit of humanity to these videos. Because at the moment it's just, I'm just showing you such small snippets of what happens. That's why I've started to include little mistakes that happen. And initially I think I had an idea a while back about doing a video showing all of the mistakes happen in a kind of montage of where the camera falls over or where things just didn't work out right, and I thought it'd be kind of nice comedy. But to be honest, it probably could add a bit of flavour into each of the videos if I include things that go wrong, just to show how they come about, how these videos get made. And that's certainly what I'm going to try and do a little bit more of more often, just to add a bit more heart to the video, really. Now, this was a strange drawing, I must admit. I imagined it looking a little bit different to this, but it's, you know, not the worst thing in the world. God, that isn't half my expression at the moment, not the worst thing. But yeah, I don't hate it. It's something which at the time I was really critical of, and as you can tell, I still am to a certain extent, but I think it's because I had to battle my way through it. And using the grey pen and the brown pen is a nice idea in my head, and then in person you can't really see it that well. I started using my Fudenosuke pen to do cutting in, which I shouldn't have done, but it's kind of a finer nib, so I tried to use that to kind of protect certain or preserve certain elements of the drawing whilst adding a bit of a darker outline, so that the drawing could be shaped, because it went too much. And then all of this scribbly bit out here I wish I didn't do, because it's just wasting ink, and I ended up changing pens afterwards anyway, because I thought this is really not efficient as far as this pen goes, and I really value this pen, so I don't really want to waste all the ink in it. So what I do is I go and get this Pentel brush pen instead, and you can see how much more area I can cover much quicker, and it's much blacker ink, and it's just better for this job, even though I love this pen as well. The Fudenosuke pen is a bit more of a nice little doodle pen, whereas this brush pen is it's perfect for this type of thing. It's just going to cover much greater space much quicker, and that's what I needed to do. Plus it has a nice scratchy outline, which I wanted to have for the edges as well, so that happened. And then I used the Fudenosuke pen to add certain darker elements within the brown and the grey to try to heighten certain aspects of the drawing, and then add the gap between the legs as well. So yeah, it was a strange drawing. I'm trying to make a bit more of a Halloween theme, so I thought if I use that kind of adjustable model that a lot of artists have and put the skull on top, it'd be Halloween themed. So there it is. That's the drawing done. Okay, that didn't quite go to plan, but there we are. The skull fell over a few times. I ended up losing the bottom part of the jaw completely. It is now in pieces, where I have lots of the little bits here. I've got like a row of teeth, and you see that? So I've got that. I've got little bits of teeth just loose, and completely fell apart. So what I did was I used a big blob of white tack, stuck it underneath, stuck that to this, and I got it to stick, but I took it off straight away because I don't want the rest of this to smash. I'm going to keep it as it is for now, and this is the drawing as it worked out. Not quite what I planned, but there we are. That's what I got done. It's not the worst drawing. God, I'm saying that too much lately, but that is the last drawing I'll be doing with just my left hand for this challenge. I thought I'd start doing more Halloween like images, and tomorrow I'll be doing a kind of horror image with both hands, but I'll spend a lot longer on it. I'll try to make it a little bit more detailed and engaging. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, share this with any friends or family you think might enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching it, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, so I just quickly corrected the, I quickly finished off the page because I just thought it looked kind of weird having gaps at the sides, so I thought I'll just black it out on both sides so that it looks a bit more even. I just think it'll look nicer as a page, so that's it. Thanks for watching.